Good morning YouTube, Lofty's here again. I'm up at Damrells. Today I'm going to revisit one that I rode a couple of 3 years back. It's the 2023 NC750X. Looking forward to riding this again. I've had quite a few Hondas lately. I just want to see how this refits back in there with the genre of the mid-sized bikes. So if you're interested in the 2023 NC750X, stick around, I'll see you in a minute. Here we are, YouTube. What do you think? I like them. There's just something about them. I like them. Anyway, stick the ignition on. Let's have a bit of air. Nice rumble tumble. DCT. Side stand up. Thumb it into drive. Oh, pretty quiet after riding round on the CBR. Super mirrors. So we're in D. Nice and relaxing. The cutaways in the tank are a little bit low for me, but they're not too bad. Nice and steady, all clear. Take the left. So we go around the island. The left-hand cluster's a bit, how can I put it? Busy. We've got the flappy paddle with the indicator button above it, the horn above the indicator button, and for a big thumb there's not a lot of room. Holds a lovely line, not a problem. Indicate. We're going up the hill. Changes gear pretty rapid, of course, in drive. Not bad at all. It's not going to set the pulse racing, but it's not meant for that. Let's have a look at it anyway. Well, YouTube, what do you reckon? Nice colour. CNC 2023 NC750 with a DCT gearbox and a comfort pack. The comfort pack adds a taller screen, centre stand, heated grips, so that's worth the money in it. I sling my leg across it. Nice big roomy seat, very comfy. Put my knees up, as you see I can get my toes on, and my full foot, brakes easy. This cutaway, although it's long enough, it could be doing just a little bit more tapered for me. Makes me feel like it's just splaying my legs slightly. But saying that, it's very, very comfortable. Switch it on, give it a bit of a start, see what you think. Running neutral. So you've got that twin throb. I'll just come round the back a touch. What do you think? It's alright, isn't it? It's not bad. Let's get the camera, tell you the stats and give it a bit of a look round. Black, a lot of plastic. Good looking bike, isn't it, the NCX? Wind's coming and going. Nice front. I really do like the front. I think it's got quite a cute looking aggressive front. Tidy in it. Mag wheels. Well, let's have a talk about it. Okay, so YouTube, let's give it its illustrious title, the 2023 NC750X DCT in black. Comes in a couple of 3 colours. There's a matte blue, there's a matte black, and there's a candy red. The red looks quite nice, to be fair. They're normally red. I see a lot of red ones, but I do like it in black. It's good looking. It's been around a while. This was updated in 22 with a better screen and everything, but this is the 2023 model. It's a 745cc liquid cooled 4-stroke single overhead cam twin cylinder. It produces 58 brake horsepower at the lowly 6,750 revs and 51 foot-pounds at 4,750. Now I know it don't sound a lot and it's a bit of a chugger in some ways, but it's better than its parts. When you ride it, if you take one out, you'll find that out for yourself. It's got a small 14.1 litre fuel tank. Don't let that kid you. You can get 70, 75 to the gallon, no trouble. 214 kilograms wet, 224 with a DC2. So it's respectable. 800mm seat height. Chain drive. Shame they're not got a belt. I do think this bike with a belt would be absolutely awesome. We've got standard telescopic forks on the front, 41mm, and on the rear we've got a conventional monoshock ProLink system. Very nice. So tyres on mag wheels, 120/70/17 with a single 320mm disc with a 2-piston Nissan caliper. Standard affair, nothing special, nothing out of the ordinary. Coming to the back, we've got a 160/60/17 240mm single disc with a 1-piston Nissan caliper. It's got everything you'd want, isn't it? Down the bottom here we've got the little handbrake control for the DCT model. It's got HISS, ABS, LED lights, LED screen. So what's it going to cost you? The standard model is £7,849. As I say, this has got the comfort pack on. It knocks it up to 8.7. Under ET grips are quite good, but they're very expensive. Right, ignition on, LCD. It's quite a nice little dash. It's got a tacho around the outside, fuel gauge top left, we've got a clock in the middle at the top, large gear indicator, large digital speedometer, power engine braking traction control which you can adjust. We got, well, since it's had petrol it's done 46 miles, the bike's done more than that. We've got a few little trips and whatever, so just winding out slightly. Here's the key for the cubby hole. I'll show you that in a sec. So coming across, nice tactile levers, adjustable, start, stop. So here's the DCT control. So neutral, drive, you put it across for automatic and a manual gear change. So if you push that across when it's running, you can come across this side, and these are the flappy panels. We've got one at the bottom, one this side. No clutch lever, of course. ET grip control, I don't want it on. Hazard warning, high low with a pass, your selection, your mode, on, indicator button. As I said before, it's a little bit compact and all together here. This unit here next to my camera is the handbrake. It's ever so easy, you just pull it towards you and you push the button on the side to switch it off. Let's switch it on. Not bad, is it? Dead easy. This is an eco mode. I'll just turn those ET grips off. There we go. So I'll show you the cubby hole. I'll just drop it on the side stand. Turn to the right. Up it pops, a cavernous. You might get a jet style lid in there, I don't know, but there's plenty of space there for a bit of shopping or whatever. You get about, I don't know, 12 cans of beer in there maybe. How good's that? So you turn the key to the left, turn the key to the left, it opens the rear, it's got a bonnet catch, there's your fuel. There's not a lot of space. You wouldn't get nothing in there, I don't think. So just lift it up, down it comes. So what do you think? I think it's a good looking bike. Let's take it for a ride, give it a bit of a thrash. See you in a minute. So here we are, YouTube. I've altered the front camera, so it might give you a bit of a look-see of the dash. Into drive. Slow speed riding is so easy, it is unbelievable. So, we're in the National. As you know, this 750cc engine is fitted across the range. It's fitted in this X. They do a naked version. They do the XADV, which is a decent scooter. And they also do the Forza 750. Settling into a nice 50 mile an hour. No cruise control. I'm getting quite a lot of wind noise on my helmet. So the bigger screen's not always the best screen. We're holding a constant 50 in 6th gear. It's the sort of bike that doesn't really make you want to be naughty. I was just out on the CBR, and to be honest with you, when you're riding the CBR, it makes you want to give it some thrash everywhere because of the noise, the sound it makes. Mirrors aren't bad. The flappy paddles work well. Basically, it's like having a quick shifter with an up and down on it, ever so easy. You just drop it down 2, up 2, easy peasy. There's another pothole coming there. This road's getting a bit of stick. A lot of lorries use it though, so here we are. I find this in drive quite tractable, the 750 engine. Whereas when you're on the 1100 you might need S1 or S2 occasionally. This 750 engine, it's fine plodding along. It's smooth for a parallel twin, very smooth. Anyway, we'll just ease off for the lights. There we go. We're in a 50. It picks up. It's not mental, but it picks up nicely up to 50. Every time I ride this bike, I always say the same. I say the engine and the bike and the transmission, everything, it's better than its bare statistics say. It don't sound a lot on paper, but when you ride it, it's accomplished. It's a nice bike. It's got everything. It's very Honda. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? This bike is very Honda. It's built well. It's designed well. It's meant to do a specific job. Honda designed this as a day-to-day runabout with touring ability and scratching ability. You can do a bit of everything on it, and it'll do it comfortable without even trying. As you know, I do like the DCT. Some people don't. I don't see the point in buying this type of bike if you don't have the DCT. You know, if you're going to buy a 750 and you want a clutch, buy a Hornet or whatever. You know, that's the type of bike they are. But I like the fact that this comes with a DCT and it's quite relaxed. As I said, you could tour on this, no trouble. I'd even go 2 up on it. It wouldn't bother me at all. I do find when I'm out touring, you don't tend to ride so quick anyway, because you want to see things, you want to have a bit of a look. And this bike's perfect for that. Got a lovely upright position, nice big wide mirrors. I've got no elbows in my mirrors. I can see straight behind me. It's lovely. Tickling along here, just sub 30. Gorgeous. I like this bike. I do like this bike a lot. There's just something about it. Thank you. It's so easy to ride. I suppose if you just passed your test and you was looking for something to just learn your craft on, something with a bit more poke and a bit bigger, you couldn't really go wrong with this. The CB500X or this, they're all good bikes. The back brake. So you can't really store it, it's so easy to ride. You just virtually stand there stationary with a little bit of rev on, foot on the back brake, and it'll just stop. You know, there's nothing behind, I'll show you. So you just come to a stop. You don't need to put your feet down. You'd win a slow riding race on this. I tell you what, nobody would come close. Nobody would catch you. You'd just stand there like a trials rider, foot on the back brake with a bit of rev, and you just stay there. Fantastic. So we're leaving the 30. We're just coming up to a 50. We're in 4th gear, doing 2,500 revs. Put the indicator on. It's gone down to 3rd itself, which is very nice. 2nd, so a 2nd gear pull away, up to 6,000 again. Actually, I've got to slow down. We're just doing 65 and in 4th gear. See what I mean? It's not bad, is it? It's a good bike. It's bits. When you add them together, it makes up into a lovely equation. It's a nice, easy bike. As I say, I'm not too keen on this higher screen. I'll just cog down a couple. Little bit of brakes, tip it in. Bit of toe touch in there. There's that pothole I've reported 3 or 4 times. If you keep it in 3rd, it's very sprite. It'll hustle. It'll hustle. It really will. It's got that bit more poke than the and torque than the CB500, but it's a lovely bike. I can honestly say the day will come when I probably have one of the variants, whether it be the XADV or the Forza or even this. To be fair, I do think these type of bikes, the way the roads are these days with cameras everywhere and 20-mile-an-hour zones, this style of bike really does make sense. It's got enough to have a bit of fun on, but it's not enough to make you naughty. I know it's a shame really, because we all like having a bit of fun and being a bit naughty, but you can't do it no more. You just can't. You've just got to pootle around. 20s, 30s, 20s, 40s. They're everywhere. But this style of bike will drive at 20 mile an hour and 30 mile an hour. Thank you. Without too much grumbling. So here we are. We're in 4th gear doing 30. I'm just going to tap the downshift. 2 shifts away. There we go, little bit of breakage, tip it in, nice. That's lovely, isn't it? So I'm just going to slow it down to 45ish, give the back brake a jab, nobody about. Did you hear it changing gear? Fantastic how it works, that DCT. I never touched nothing, I didn't pull the clutch in or eat one, I just jabbed the brake on and down it went. So I'm back up, I'll just straighten up. About 45, nothing about, front and back. I'll tell you what, considering that's got a single stopper on the front, it's better than your Bonneville style, you know, your old single disc on the front. This is different class. That Nissan caliper is lovely. So here we come. Just drop a cog. Give it a bit of... straight up to 60, no messing at all. Every time I see this car parked there, I think it's reversing out, but it's there every day. Never moves. I'll just give the gearbox a bit of a prod, then dropped in a couple of cogs. Sitting back, relaxing, up to 60. I would imagine you'd have to time your overtakes. You've not got that instant power, that grunt, you've not got the 100 brake, you've got just over half. So here we are, what we're doing, we're in 2nd gear. I touched it then. coming round. I'm not sure whether he'll gun it or not. At the moment we're doing 40. Clear it is, here we go. Straight up to 60. That was easy. So we'll just keep it in top gear and hold a nice steady line at 60. Solid. Absolutely rock solid. Just move over for the skip lorry. It's a lovely bike, isn't it? You can see why the XADVs and the Forzas are such massive sellers in Europe. But to be fair, it's nearly 11 grand for the brand new XADV. I think that's a lot of money. I do. This is a nicer proposition at 8.5. So here we go, coming into the island, put the brakes on. It's dropped it 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. I ain't touched it. How about that? Into the 50. Bit of breakage. So here we go down the hill. We're going to do a 3rd gear roll on. Excuse me. 3rd gear roll on. I'll just get it straightened up. Pull it back. It went into 4th pretty quickly then. So we're already doing 65, 70. 4th gear. Dropped it into 5th and 6th. 3,500 revs, doing 70 odd mile an hour. I'm just going to throttle off because there's no need to go any faster. To be honest, I think this is one of them bikes, if you rode it you'd be more impressed than you thought you would. Seriously. So indicator on, we're going to drop it round the island. 5th, 4th, 3rd gear. Car coming. We're going to have to stop. I'll let the black one come as well. There we go. Just dropped it into 1st automatically. We're already in 3rd. Here we go, up the hill. It'll pull up to 70 without even trying. I'm barely tickling it. I'll just sneak past this red one. There we go. Just drop the speed slightly. As I say, I'm getting a lot of wind noise. So 60 mile an hour. Anyway, if you've enjoyed the video and you'd like to see some more Lofty John videos, click on the like, subscribe, ring that bell, ask me a question. I don't mind answering questions. I know a lot of you can't get test rides, so I'll do my best to help you out. So there we are, we've revisited the NC750X and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. Cracking bike. Yeah, the Lofty Biker saying ta-ra for now. Ta-ra.